I'm Jodie McGowan and I'm interviewing
Dan.
Daniel Baker today about self-care in 2021. Now, I do have a little game lined up for us, and then we will delve into the reasons you chose, the items you chose. So the game is basically when you were a child, I used to love this game and I thought, considering it's about self-care, I'll choose this game. It's basically the game when you'd go to a function or a party when you were younger and the DJ would say, go and grab a tie or a left shoe, and the last child back would obviously be out of the game. But during this one, none of us lose, but it's a win-win situation. So,
Sounds good. Let's do it.
are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Brilliant. Ooh, magic pot opening.
Looks very expensive, by the way. Don't drop it.
It was a gift. So the first one is something you use for an activity you enjoy doing.
Okay, let's do it. Ta-da!
Same time. Right,
Okay.
so the item is super random, but it's a pair of walking boots. And it is purely because when I'm really stressed or I need to tone down a bit, I enjoy going for a walk and I don't like to ruin my shoes, so I put my walking boots on. What is the item you chose, Dan?
It is a quiz book because one of the things that really got me through the first lockdown in particular was writing quizzes, doing quizzes with friends, family, and we still do a weekly quiz. We've been doing that for probably coming up to a year now. So I really enjoy writing quiz questions, and it's a chance for me to expand my general knowledge as well, expand my family's general knowledge, my friends' general knowledge. It's also the social element as well because we haven't been able to go out as much. Pubs have been shut. Big chunk of last year, especially. So we've got to make our own entertainment, and this is a great way of doing it. And this is one of my inspirations.
How does it get you through the first lockdown? How do you think that will relate to this year? Hopefully, if things start to ease up, will you still do quizzes via Zoom and things like that?
Oh, definitely, yeah, because it's a big social thing as well. I mean, every year our family do a quiz in our local village. It's like a sort of fundraising quiz every year, and we've done quite well in it in the past. So obviously we can't do it this year. So it's one of the things that's really going to get us through. It keeps our brains sharp, and it's a great thing. I mean, we've been so lucky that the bubbles have been allowed to continue, sort of from the moment they were brought in. So it's one of a great way to spend that family time together, really, and we have a lot of fun as well.
Right. So the next one is go fetch your favourite comfort food.
Okay, I'll be back. Okay.
I think you can take a wild guess at my one, but of course,
Is it?
It is.
You are a creature of habit.
You did know it would be Nutella, of course. Now, my favourite comfort food is Nutella purely because I could sit there and just spoon the jar and it just makes me feel happy and content while I'm watching a bit of Netflix. So, what is your comfort food?
Okay, this is going to be a bit of a weird one. I had a choice of two, and I was a bit torn between which ones are my go-to. It's either a cheese and onion pasty or a Tunnocks tea cake, but I've gone with the latter because these are amazing. They're vegetarian as well, so it suits my diet. And you can literally, I mean, I'm one of these people that, I don't know, it's like a cream egg, I suppose, in a way. You talk about the way you eat things. Obviously, other chocolates are available, but you can, the way you eat this is an interesting one. Do you sort of go for the nibbles around the side, or do you put it all in one go? And I think I'm the latter. I sort of tend to go for it. Usually have to clean up afterwards, but it's well worth it for the satisfaction. So these Tunnocks, other things are available, but Tunnocks mellow milk chocolate tea cakes are the thing.
The problem is with them though, once you start, they're like Pringles, you cannot stop. I will eat the whole little, it's a 6-pack, isn't it? And I'm like,
6-pack, yeah.
You need to do a 12-pack, in all honesty. In what moments would you tend to eat comfort foods? When would you suggest to people for a bit of self-care? When would you actually tell them to eat some comfort food?
It depends, really. I tend to have one to get me through the working day. It just gives me a bit of a pick-me-up. Things can be a bit manic sometimes, so it just gives me a bit of a boost with a cup of tea. But with eating generally, obviously it has to be done, everything in moderation, everything like that. So I would say that if you're having a particularly bad day, or you just don't feel like talking to anybody, don't feel like doing anything, make it your night. That's one of the pieces of advice that I was given when I was going through hard times myself, is that, you know, if you need to, make it your night, eat something you like, watch something you want, have it your way, and then, you know, hopefully whatever was on your mind will pass, will ease, and then you can sort of think about the next day and having a better day.
Definitely, I love that bit of advice. Something that starts your day off the right way.
I'll be back.
I chose a pillow purely because of a morning, I really like to set the tone for the day. So when I get out of bed, I will make my bed, and it literally sets the tone for the day. It makes me, that's my first task done for the day. So I will always feel content. What is yours?
Going back to the food and beverage theme,
Oh,
the good old British cup of tea.
oh,
And and I'm sorry, this is a bit of a product placement thing, but it has to be Yorkshire tea as well. So
like them.
cup of Yorkshire tea gets me going in the morning, and then, you know, by the time the sort of day starts to pass, you know, I'm in the zone, and it's the ideal pick me up. Really, it's not only is it good tea, I like it quite strong as well. And, you know, I sort of, if I'm feeling a bit, I usually wake up with one of those. Yeah. So
slightly controversial though, because I did love PG Tips, that little monster
thing.
Yeah. The next one is grab something that helps you when you feel overwhelmed.
Okay.
Well, at the minute, Dan, we both wouldn't be losing because we both make it back in time at the same time. My little thing that when I'm feeling slightly overwhelmed, I like to journal. This is my little journal. I'll show you a little sneak peek at things I do. It's like a little sticker kind of craft book and little notes to myself, and I just like to write down sometimes things that I feel grateful for, and basically could do that whilst meditating. So I was very in between meditation and journaling, but journaling you can do in meditation, so it's kill two birds with one stone.
Brilliant. I think it's a great way to get things, you know, put things on a bit of paper. It's a great way of processing your thoughts and saying how you feel. And the good thing is as well, you can say exactly how you feel when you feel, and you're not going to feel judged either putting it in writing. And that really helps me as well. So that's a really good choice. I back you on that 100%. So
no judgment zone round here. This is a no judgment zone. What would you pick to make yourself feel less overwhelmed?
Feel less overwhelmed. Well, it's not a flat pack wardrobe, just to clarify that, or anything from IKEA. Other shops are available. It's been a bit of a product placement video, I know. So I'm going to try and turn it around, and hopefully we can see what this is. Now, this was a project. You might recognise one of the photos in it. So this is basically a photo frame. This is one of the things I got with an Amazon voucher at Christmas. So this is a little project I'm working on at the moment. So what I want to do is, because of the last year and the restrictions we've had, not being able to see people, it's been an opportunity for me to think back on good times, because I know that whatever happens, those good times will never be taken away from me. Even if we have restrictions forever, I'll never lose those good times and good memories. So for me, it's like building this up. So I'm going to have photos of nights out, friends, family, some of the great experiences that I've had, and this will be a go-to thing whenever I need to pick me up, or whenever I'm feeling a bit sad. I think, you know what, I've done all this stuff. There are great days ahead, and there'll be opportunities to make more memories and hopefully build another one of these in the future. So having a bit of a project has been really good fun, and it sort of, you know, reminds me that there are plenty of people who care for me, and equally I care about them as well. So that's really nice.
I love the idea of a photo frame, actually, because while it takes you back to old memories, it kind of shows you what's also left to come, even though the world right now is feeling very overwhelming for a lot of people, and like there's no light at the end of the tunnel. The good thing about the photo frame is essentially it makes you think, well, I've done so much and I've got all these memories, and at one point we will be able to make new memories again. And if you look at it this way, we're currently making memories now in a completely different way that we ever thought we would.
I didn't eat that tonics, by the way, in the break, so still there.
That was a missed opportunity. Right, so the next one is, what is something that gives you a boost at the end of a busy week?
Okay.
It's not a hard decision for me, and it is Prosecco. Or wine. I'm not fussy, but I chose it purely because after a long, hard week, I just want to relax with a little glass of Prosecco or wine. I'm impartial. What is your go-to?
Non-specific bottle of beer.
Oh, I love that we
There
both.
are several on the go. So there are several that I have. I got some for my birthday, which I'm still sort of working my way through. And I've decided that Friday in lockdown has become beer o'clock.
And I actually read online that obviously alcohol in parts, not a lot of consumption, actually gives you the careless kind of sense, and you don't have anything to worry about. It releases endorphins actually. So
That's what they say.
and I definitely feel them endorphins when I've had a glass. This
Yeah.
one is go grab one thing that gives you a pick me up.
Right, you probably beat me to it.
I did actually by a good couple of minutes. But my one is very little, and it's my AirPods or headphones or earphones. Basically, when I need to pick me up, I like to listen to music because it is what makes me feel better. I feel like music is a way to express your feelings without you having to say it. Or alternatively, I like to listen to podcasts, which will make me feel much better.
Yeah. Good.
Traits?
Well, I would like to go for these as well.
Oh.
On the grounds, there's a sort of slightly more old school type of headphones, because music is something that's really powerful to me. There are a lot of songs that have got me through hard times. There are songs that have, remind me of really happy times in my life. There are songs where the lyrics really resonate and have resonated at times where I've been going through tough times. There are songs that I listen to when I think, I'm not enough, I'm not doing enough, and they remind me that that's not the case. And there are songs that just make me really happy. Yeah. And you can't feel sad listening to them. And, I think in my mind, like in my kind of music library, if you like, every song has got a connection somewhere to something or someone. And because I've been so blessed to meet so many wonderful people over the years, I think everybody that I know, I've got a good relationship with, has got a song. So it's quite it's almost like categorized. It's like a jukebox almost, but it's slightly different.
I'd love to know what your favorite song is.
I couldn't pick a favorite song,
Wow.
It's really hard for me to pick a favorite song. I've got so many favorites. It's like I couldn't pick one.
If you were in a really bad mood and you were like, I really need to feel good right now, what would your go-to song be though?
I think it would be, and just to fit in with the Liverpool theme as well, I'd say "Let It Be" by the Beatles.
Oh,
finding yourself in times of trouble, someone saying Mother Mary saying "Let It Be."
On to the last one in the gorgeous looking expensive pot.
Go for it.
It is something that makes you feel confident. I really like this one.
Okay. Right.
I have facial products, which is MIJ masks. One is a biocellulose face mask and the other is eye patches. Basically, when I want to feel confident, I just put these on and my face instantly feels refreshed. And I tend to not wear makeup daily because I work in retail, so I tend to not like wearing makeup at work. So a big thing for me is to just feel comfortable in my skin, and this helps me with having good skin.
Brilliant. Good choice.
I'll go to.
Keeping with the personal grooming theme, it is a razor. My razor. So this is one that I got. Not going to plug any. I can't remember what brand it was, but there was a free trial that I got this razor from, and I really like it. Actually, I've become quite attached to it. So if I want to look sharp for any appointments I've got on video or anything like that, this is my go-to personal grooming. Make sure I look. Don't look too scruffy. Gives me the confidence because it thinks, well, yeah, I've looked after myself and I'm ready for the day ahead. So
hopefully, if things start opening, what are 3 things that you definitely will continue to do to make yourself feel better?
Yeah, I think as well there are a lot of things that I think are kind of obvious but really important at the same time. So I would say first of all is that social contact as well. I know that talking to people, meeting new people, being around people brings out the best in me. It's just nice to break up the week with different people, different faces, different conversations, and it does me the world of good. And I hope it does my friends the world of good as well, even though I probably drone on a bit. I think the second one as well is about hobbies. I mean, we've all probably taken up a new hobby during the lockdown and the pandemic. So I think we have to be in a position where using it as an opportunity, use it as an opportunity to build on, not just think, oh, that was something I did ages ago. Keep broadening your horizons. It's healthy. And I think the third one as well is if you don't feel okay on a certain day, then that's absolutely fine. You know, if you need to have a self-care night, like I was saying earlier on, if you need to just have a night off where it's your night, you personalize it, you customize it how you want, then that's absolutely fine as well. Don't be afraid to make time for that. And if you have a day where you don't feel like talking to anybody, you don't feel like replying to a message straight away, then chances are no one will hold that against you. I won't hold it against my friends. So you've got to, you know, don't be afraid to put yourself first. It's not being selfish.
I think I'm going to end our little interview with a little boogie to the Beatles, Let It Be. It's one of them ones, isn't it?
This is where you put your lighters up in the air, isn't it?
We need lighters. Thank you
Need fireworks.
so much for chatting to me today, Dan.
No problem. It's an absolute pleasure.
And I hope you have a lovely day. And remember to treat yourself lovely and kind.